was an evening just like any other evening, except completely different. Brick and I were not working any cases. Ever since Chief O'Malley retired from the police department, we focused our attention on our private detective business. Brick Benson and Fada Pefflinger, ace detectives. After some debate, I gave in to Brick being named first on the business title because I had to admit, Brick was right. He was a very famous and well-known detective and I had just begun my career. When Chief O'Malley retired, the city of Fort Myers Beach selected a very strange man to replace him. The new chief is even more strange than Brick himself, because, as you know, Brick is strange in a good way. The very strange man was Accurcio Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro was the maitre d' at the South Sea Plantation restaurant when Brick was investigating the Sandra Mandarin murder a couple of years ago. Brick did not like Bolsonaro and Bolsonaro did not like Brick either because during the Mandarin murder investigation, Brick turned Bolsonaro's name over to the Lee County Sheriff regarding some information Bolsonaro inadvertently gave Brick about a hit and run he might have been involved in. The sheriff looked into the information, but for some reason the investigation was stopped. But Bolsonaro found out Brick had turned his name over to the sheriff. And when Bolsonaro was subsequently hired as chief of police to replace Chief O'Malley, he dismissed Brick from his contract as consulting detective with the city and tried to keep us from conducting any private investigations within the city of Fort Myers Beach. Anyway, as I said before, tonight was just like any other night except completely different. We just had dinner and were preparing to watch a television news special broadcast. It was being televised locally by the Fox local affiliate, Channel 4, just down the street from us at the Fort Myers Beach City Hall. But Brick and I opted to watch the show on TV at home rather than go to the crowded City Hall. The news special was to be conducted as a city forum on the rumors of corruption in the city. Chief Bolsonaro was on the panel. He was scheduled as one of the speakers to comment on the reports filed with the department regarding graft and corruption in the city. Brick and I thought it would be fun to hear him speak on TV and we could use a good laugh. Brick thought that of all the speakers on the panel, Chief Bolsonaro was probably the most corrupt. Little Doodle Dog and I were lounging on the couch when Brick came indoors after taking the garbage out for the next day's pickup.
Baby, you look mighty comfy there all cuddled up on the couch.
Yes, Brick darling. I'm very comfortable. Little Doodle Dog says he is very comfortable too.
Well, you know what a very wise man said once.
No. What did the very wise man say?
Comfy wife, comfy life.
He was very wise. Who was the very wise man who said that, darling?
It was me.
Little Doodle Dog says that we are not married. Is this a proposal, Brick darling?
Yeah, no, I was just...
Then using the word wife in your clever proverbial saying made it a metaphor and thus a direct comparison of our relationship to a marriage. You should have used the clever saying in the form of a simile, and used the words like, or, as, in your comparison, thereby comparing two unrelated things. So, it was not a very wise saying and it led me to the hopeful conclusion that you might be considering a proposal.
Yeah, no, baby, it wasn't a proposal. It was, it was my attempt to amuse you. Yeah, sometimes when I'm being clever, I'm just not very wise, I guess.
Yes, Little Doodle Dog and I agree. It was not a very wise saying.
Yeah, I hope I'm not in the doghouse now.
No, because as Confucius once said, Ba nan peng yu fang zai gu wo li da nu hai kane nang hen kwai ju hui zai ji yuan li jiao dao ta.
What does that mean?
Girl who put boyfriend in doghouse may soon find him in cat house.
Confucius actually said that?
Of course not, silly. You are so gullible, darling. Forum has already started. We do not want to miss Chief Bolsonaro.
Yeah, darn yes, it has already started before this god-awful commercial. Yeah, I hope we didn't miss him. It'll be great for labs. Listen to this cruddy commercial, will you? I wish we could somehow jump over these annoying commercials. You know, you can't turn on the news without getting a dose of Mike Lindell first anymore. I'm getting kind of tired of hearing him every 5 minutes yelling about his slippers or his Giza sheets and his big sale that's always ending soon. You know, that sale's got to be going on now for at least a year.
Yes. Have you ever noticed that he is always yelling, while at the same time kind of smiling with his mouth and has a strange kind of frowning look with his eyes? It makes me wonder if maybe he fell off the crack cocaine wagon.
I don't know, but he sounds kind of like old Chris Farley, who played that whacked out motivational speaker Matt Foley, who lived in a trailer down by the river on the old Saturday Night Live shows back in the early 90s. That was back when the show was really very funny.
Really? Saturday Night Live was actually funny once? That doesn't seem possible. What happened?
Yeah, I think it's because Lorne Michaels and the head writers are kind of anti-conservative political hacks who think it's funny to insult conservatives.
It would be much better for their ratings if they just insulted liberals like Greg Gutfeld does. They would not need to hire writers if they just quote from one of Joe Biden's latest speeches. Or better yet, play videos of Kamala Harris talking about anything.
Here it is. I hope we didn't miss Chief Bolsonaro. It'll be such fun watching Chief Bolsonaro sweat on live TV. It's the best way of seeing Bolsonaro.
Why is it the best way of seeing him, darling?
Well, you can have him right here in your living room, and you can turn him off anytime you want.
Oh, yes. I see what you mean, darling.
I still can't believe the city hired him as police chief when Chief O'Malley retired. Bolsonaro is a shady character, to say the least.
How did he ever manage to get hired as chief of police at Fort Myers Beach?
Well, he had those powerful political connections up north, and he had big money and high-powered backers who moved here from New York and New Jersey. And you remember, they pushed hard to get him into the job. I'm pretty sure he has mob connection, but I couldn't prove it.
Did he not help you with the Sandra Mandarin murder when he was the maitre d' at South Seas Plantation?
No, but he's got that big mouth and spread the word that he helped me. It's part of how he wormed his way into running for the chief's job. His only background in law enforcement was a special deputy, a political position in New Jersey. He worked directly for the chief of detectives, who, by the way, was eventually indicted for mob involvement. That's when Bolsonaro actually moved down here.
He sounds very questionable to me.
Yeah, and as you know, I tried looking into him on my own when I heard he was applying for Chief O'Malley's job, but I couldn't prove anything. Bolsonaro found that I was looking into his background before he was hired, and he's had it in for me ever since. That's why he made sure I was released from my consulting detective gig with the department.
Well, we are doing great without that job. He sure does not like you, but he treats me great.
Yeah, again, that's all that counts, right?
Be nice, darling.
Hey, why do you always have to side with her? Us guys should stick together sometimes, you know. Well, Theda, you do realize that he only treats you nice because you're a beautiful gal, don't you?
Of course. Everybody does. Being a beautiful Jennifer Aniston doppelganger is part of my skill set. It has always worked out well in our investigations, has it not?
Yes, dear, but Bolsonaro doesn't want me getting involved in any investigations on Fort Myers Beach.
Yes, but we are licensed in the state and county and he can't stop us unless we interfere in some way with police business. And you have so many friends and admirers in the department and in the city who would rather deal with you than him. The chief is just frustrated because he can't stop us. And we get more popular by the day. And there is that guy who wants to do a detective show based on us. That has got to eat at his gut.
Yeah, but aside from all that, he's a real pain in the butt. If I'm within 20 miles of a crime that occurs here, he hauls me in and tries to connect me to it somehow.
He is just jealous of your reputation of being a genius in criminal investigation. And of your fame as Brick Benson, the ace detective. It is an ego thing with him.
Well, you're good for my ego, baby. You know how to make me feel better. When you're not ribbing me, that is.
That too is part of my skill set, lover boy. And you make me feel good too. Like Rocky said to Adrian. Everybody's got gaps, and we fill each other's gaps.
You know, I always thought that was a very strange comment. You know, when I went to see that movie, some old lady sitting next to me gasped when he said that. I guess she had a dirty mind too. Anywho, I don't know, baby. Maybe I'm wrong about Bolsonaro. I'd be mad too if I found out that somebody was looking into our affairs to keep us from getting work. Maybe my gut tells me he's a bad guy because he looks and talks and acts like a gangster, you know, like a Tom Powers from the James Cagney movie, The Public Enemy. And hold on, here we go.
Turn it up, darling.
Gee, it's just another commercial break.
Oh, gee. I wonder who it will be.
Yeah, probably Mike Lindell again. I think he's bought up all the commercial time on Fox.
Oh look. It is not Mike Lindell. It is William Devane. I will bet he has more gold than Goldfinger.
Yeah, probably. Well, that's a relief. A break from old Screaming Lindell. Okay, hold on. Nothing's happening with this clicker.
Darling, that is the TV remote. The remote that has the volume control on it is the Bose stereo remote. It is on the end table over there by the candle.
This clicker here?
No, darling. That one is the Roku remote.
This one then.
No. That one is the Vornado space heater remote.
This is the only clicker here by the candle.
Oh, Brick, darling. You must have moved it somewhere. And Brick, they are not clickers. Why do you call them clickers? They do not click. They do not make any sound at all.
They are definitely clickers. That's what they've always been called.
Brick, they are remotes. Remotes have not been called clickers since the Zenith Space Command remote in 1956. Those were called clickers because they definitely clicked. They are called remotes because they can operate appliances from a remote location. You are a bit behind the times, darling.
I am not behind the times. Calling them remotes doesn't make any sense either. They aren't remote at all. They're always right here in the room with us. Or at least they're supposed to be. Where the heck is the darn thing? Yeah. The panel should start pretty soon, once all the community loudmouths stop chiming in. I can't hear what anybody's saying.
But you were able to hear Mike Lindell?
Well, yeah, because he yells.
Did you by any chance take the remote with you when you went into the bathroom?
Why would I do that?
The Lord only knows. Oh look. You can never find anything.
I can too find things.
Brick, darling. Here it is on the toilet tank. Well, this clicker, as you call it, is the clicker from this room, is it not, darling? And it turned the volume up how?
Well, remotely, I guess. You can be very irritating sometimes, you know that?
Who? Little old me? Brick, the screen looks a little blurry. Do you mess with the settings?
No, I wasn't close to the click. I was remote from the clicker. The remote. It's probably blurry because they must be televising Bolsonaro's mind. It needs to be a little sharper, I guess.
What does? The TV? Or Bolsonaro's mind?
Both. There, that's better, isn't it?
Yes, it is much better.
It was the contrast setting. Oh, there we go. That's a panel. I guess they're done with the public comments.
Oh, Brick. There's Chief Bolsonaro.
Yeah, I see him, and the three other men around the table. Well, as much as they're broadcasting a civic forum, I guess that's as it should be.
Chief Bolsonaro seems a little nervous, does he not?
Yeah, and he's really hitting that water pitcher quite a bit. He probably read somewhere the speaker should drink a good amount of water before they go on.
Well, all the other members of the forum must have read the same thing. They are drinking like fishes.
Perfect. Your use of idioms is improving, sweetheart.
No, darling. I am not perfect yet. But I am practicing perfectly. Because, according to Vince Lombardi, only perfect practice makes perfect. I am practicing perfectly in my mind as we speak, and I anticipate achieving perfect perfection in 5 seconds. There. I am now perfect.
Yeah, I agree. You are perfect, baby doll. Well, I can understand why they would be drinking a lot, though. They're probably nervous, and it's probably hot under those studio lights.
You know, Brick, darling, it is amazing when you think about it.
What's amazing? Other than you, that is.
It is amazing that we can sit at home and watch things taking place hundreds, even thousands of miles away. Television is wonderful, is it not?
Oh, I don't know, sweetheart. I don't think it's any more wonderful than two kids communicating by two tin cans connected by a strand of string, or that our car is any more wonderful than a beautiful horse.
You know, Brick, darling, I think it is about time you told me that I am wonderful too.
I don't know, sweetheart. You are a wonder. Much better than two cans connected by a piece of string, but I don't know. I don't know if you could ever replace a good horse.
What do you mean when you say that I could never replace a horse? That sounds really kinky, Brick.
What? Oh, no. I didn't mean for that. Yeah. I should have thought that through a bit before I said it. What I meant was, hey, hold on. They're getting ready to start again. Maybe Bolsonaro's going to speak first.
I hope so. This is going to be fun. Maybe more fun than Tony's lineup.
That would be hard to beat.
Turn it up, darling.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this evening's Community Civic Forum, live from TV4's studio in Fort Myers Beach. I am your host, Richard O'Shea. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce this evening's speakers. They are Mr. Harry Arzol, Mr. Ted Corpse, Mr. Bendover, and our Chief of Police, Arcasio Bolsonaro. Mr. Ted Corpse, an outstanding and well-known civic leader in Lee County and Fort Myers Beach, has requested to speak first. Please welcome Mr. Theodore Corpse.
Oh shoot. It is not Chief Bolsonaro after all. Should I turn it down?
Now, let's hear what Corbs has to say. I think Bolsonaro might be next. He's sitting right next to him.
Now that guy Corbs seems to be very thirsty. Now he is drinking like a fish too. Man. Those guys are really guzzling that water.
Yeah, well, at least he's finally put down the water glass. Now maybe he'll...
Okay, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've come here tonight for one specific purpose, to make criminal accusations against one of the...
Oh, Brick. What's happening to him? He is grabbing his throat.
I don't know. Looks like he's choking. Maybe the water went down the wrong pipe.
I do not think so, Brick. Look, he's falling. Right under Chief Bolsonaro.
Yeah, maybe he had a heart attack. Or maybe somebody laid a murder right in Bolsonaro's lap.
Arcasio Bolsonaro here for Concrete Overshoes Exterminators Incorporated. Yeah, I'm the handsome actor guy from the Brick Benson Detective Show, if that's what you're thinking. Like many of the people, I wake up every day and go to bed every night with a great deal of pain. And I'm not talking about a sore elbow from knocking tennis balls straight down the middle like that washed-up singer guy, or from some too much walking around the streets of D.C. with my dog, stooping over picking up his poo like that pompous British guy who worked for President Trump for a couple of minutes, if that's what you're thinking. I'm talking about real pains, see? Pains in the butt. Yeah, pains caused by pests, if that's what you're thinking. And I'm not talking about your cute little garden variety ants, flies, or moths, or even mice, if that's what you're thinking. I'm talking about rats. Yeah, dirty, rotten rats. Rats that cause you or could cause you real pain in the butt, see? Everybody has one or two hanging around bugging them. Yeah, rats. Dirty, rotten, stinking rats. Why, it could be your boss when he gets a bug up his butt every time you blaze up a doobie at the shareholders meeting. Or maybe your idiot neighbor Fred, who uses your garden hose when you're not home, running up your water bill. Or the slime bucket in front of you at Disney Hollywood Studios wearing the stupid sequin mouse ears in the line in front of you at the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance ride, where you've been waiting in line for 2 hours and it turns out he was holding a spot in line for his whole damn family of 12 people and his buddy who smelled like he took a bath in high karate cologne, if that's who you're thinking of. So whatever dirty rat is bugging you, just give me a call and me or one of my boys here at Seaman Overshoes Exterminators Incorporated will respond quickly and on the down low and rid you of whatever or whoever is bugging you. Our disposal services include covering, burying, leaving the carcass in a remote place or foundation of some building, or turning the carcass into fertilizer with a wood chipper, or our state-of-the-art process of turning the carcass into a pool of goo in a plastic barrel filled with hydrofluoric acid. So, if you need to get rid of your own particular pain in the butt, call Cement Overshoes Exterminators Incorporated. We'll be there before your particular pest even knows it.
Call Concrete Overshoes Exterminators today and use the code word KILL for the special one pest extermination price of $5,000 cash in small unmarked bills. Call right now and receive the state-of-the-art disposal process of turning the carcass into a pool of goo in a plastic barrel filled with hydrofluoric acid at no additional cost. Call now at 800-454-5536. That's 800-I-KILL-ON.
After watching the chaos unfolding on TV, Feda and I drove to a Channel 4 TV station to see firsthand what happened. When we arrived at the scene, the police and EMS had already arrived. I saw Chief Balzanari talking to reporters. Feda, there's Balzanari over there with the police photographers.
He looks very worried.
And he looks very confused, but then he always looks confused.
Well, darling, Balzanari really is in a spot this time. If Corpse was murdered with Chief Balzanari right in the room, it would be very embarrassing for him and the police department.
No question about that. Hold it, honey. We've been detected. Balzanari sees us. Here he comes.
Uh-oh. He's not going to like us being here at the crime scene.
He doesn't like us being anywhere.
Benson, what the hell are you doing here?
Well, hello, Chief. We were watching TV at home and saw what happened.
You don't say. Well, I'm not happy to see your ugly mug here, if that's what you're thinking.
Chief, we thought maybe we could help with it.
Before I do anything else, I got just 4 words to say to you, Benson. Benson, get out of here.
That's 5 words, Chief.
No, it ain't. It's 4 words, I tell you.
Yeah. You must have contracted the words out and of to make it a one-word contraction.
No, I didn't, Einstein. I used the actual word outa, so it's a single word.
Chief, outa is not a word.
It is a word, I tell you. What the hell was that, Dollface? Why are you whistling Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? It ain't Christmas, if that's what you're thinking.
Feda whistles that tune when she's thinking, Chief. It's a cute little quirk she has.
Brick, darling, technically Chief Balzanari is right. According to definitions from Oxford Languages, out is a non-standard contraction of out of.
That's right, Benson. See, you're not the only smart guy in the room, see? If that's what you're thinking. The non-standard word outa is used in colloquial speech. So chew on that, a wild genius.
Hello, Chief. It is so nice to see you.
Sorry. Hello there, Miss Pepler. You're looking lovely tonight as usual. Yeah. Hey, this gal has brains as well as beauty, Benson. I admire that in a gal. So tell me, darling, why the heck are you hanging around with old Brick and the Brain Benson here?
Hey, that's brain damage shaming or something.
So, Benson, now that you've had your grammar lesson for the day, I'm going to repeat. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, now that is 5 words, counting the colloquial word outa. Look, Chief, we saw what happened on TV, and we're willing to lend a hand with this.
Benson, I got enough problems here, and I don't need any more problems from you.
Chief, look, we know you got problems. Like I said, we saw you on television. By the way, you photographed badly. You know, it's not true what they say about the camera putting 5 pounds on you. In your case, I'm thinking maybe 10 pounds.
You're a regular Jerry Seinfeld, ain't you? Very funny, wise guy. Now look, Ted Korb was standing right there next to me when he was murdered.
So, it wasn't a heart attack. He was murdered, Chief. Huh? Why did you do it, Chief?
What? I didn't kill him, if that's what you're thinking. Now beat it, see? Before I go all Will Smith on you, see?
Calm down, Chief. Now, did you find out what kind of poison was put in the water to kill Corpse?
Poison? Who said anything about poison in the water? How could it be poison? I drank from the same pitcher of water as Corpse. And so did the other 3 guys at the table. We weren't poisoned, were we?
Well, I don't know, Chief. You always look bad, so I'm not sure. How do you feel, Chief?
I feel great. In fact, I feel like throwing you right out of here on your ass, see?
Oh, Brick darling, stop. Chief Bolsonaro has enough problems. Chief, you do look perfectly healthy. Of course that could be because right now you are not on camera looking 10 pounds heavier.
Well, thanks, Miss Pefflinger. That's real nice of you, I think.
Chief, Corpse was just about to accuse somebody of something when the poison hit him.
Who the hell said it was poison, Benson? I told you it couldn't possibly be poison because...
Excuse me, Chief.
What the hell is it off there, Smythe? Can't you see I'm busy getting Benson out of my crime scene?
Oh, hi, Brick.
Hi, Pete. You okay?
Yeah, I just need a cigarette.
Of course he's okay. He's the department's fitness instructor. You know that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Well, don't just stand there breathing, man. We ain't got all day, if that's what you're thinking.
Sorry, Chief. Chief, the medic Sam just finished with the body. He said to tell you the corpse was poisoned by something in the water.
Oh?
He won't be able to identify the poison until after the autopsy.
Thanks, Smythe. Okay, Benson, that's enough out of you. Now beat it. I'll take it from here alone.
Okay, Chief, we'll go, but it doesn't look like you're going to be alone. There's a person heading this way right now that looks like a person with purpose in his footsteps and you in his mind.
Do you know who that person is, Chief?
Yeah, nuts. That's Harry Arshold. He was Mr. Corpse's secretary.
Arshold, huh?
Harry Arshold? I'll bet he was the butt of a lot of jokes when he was in grade school.
Chief Bolsonaro, I have to talk to you for a moment. Yeah, not right now.
I think you better listen to him, Chief, right now.
Listen, Benson, no one tells me what I'd better do, see? But I will talk to him right now, but not because you said I should, if that's what you're thinking. What do you want, asshole? Chief, it's Arshold, not asshole. Yeah, sorry, it just seems to fit better the other way. At least that's what I'm thinking. So what do you want?
Well, I know what Mr. Corpse is going to say before he dropped dead. I helped him prepare the accusations and evidence he was going to present.
Well, what kind of accusations were the asshole? I'm sorry, Mr. Arshold.
Oh, and who are you?
Well, he's the one and only Brick Benson, the ass detective.
That's Ace Detective, Mr. Arshold.
Says you.
Well, hello, Mr. Benson.
It's Detective Benson, Mr. Arshold.
Oh, sorry, Detective Benson.
No. It's just one that.
One what, Detective Benson?
Never mind.
I'm not flirting, Benson. But what? I wasn't flirting.
I thought he was.
Were you flirting with him, darling?
No.
Yeah, says you. Now go ahead, arsehole, with what you were saying. Who was Corpse gonna accuse? And of what?
Well, he was going to accuse a man named Schlesinger, Sam Schlesinger, a political lobbyist. Mr. Corpse was going to expose him to the forum members. We knew he was farming out city contracts and costing the taxpayers additional money.
Sam Schlesinger? Oh, hey, we all had dinner at his house tonight.
Who's all, Chief?
Well, let's see, there was Sam Schlesinger, the host, of course, and me, and Arshold here, and Ted Corpse, and
And me too, Chief Bolsonaro. Now, don't you remember?
Oh, yeah, and you too, Mr. Dover, sorry. I didn't forget your name, if that's what you're thinking.
Mr. Dover, is it?
Yeah, glad to make your acquaintance. Bend over right here.
I'd rather not. I'll take a pass on that. And what do you do, Mr. Dover?
Shut up, Benson. Mr. Dover has political connections. Very good ones, too.
Oh, I remember you, Mr. Dover. We saw you on the TV forum panel. You and the others were imbibing a lot of water. You were probably in a hurry to find the men's room.
Yeah. I mean, no, ma'am. I was scheduled to speak before before the unfortunate accident.
It wasn't an accident, Mr. Dover. It was murder. Someone wanted to keep Corpse quiet. Chief, you say you had dinner at Sam Schlesinger's house this evening?
Yeah, the four of us had dinner at Schlesinger's house. Say, Schlesinger could have poisoned Corpse then. You might actually be onto something there for once, Sherlock, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm not into anything like that, Chief. How could Mr. Sledgehammer, or whatever his name is, have given Corpse poison and have the poison take effect exactly at the right moment on the TV forum? I don't think something like that happens except in TV cop shows and murder mystery books.
Oh, you are so smart, darling.
Yeah, smart ass. So, you don't think it happens, do you, Mr. Ace Detective? Well, nobody cares what you think, if that's what you're thinking. I'm gonna go work on Sam Schlesinger right now, see? Yes, I mean, arsehole, are you sure a Corpse was gonna accuse Sam Schlesinger of something? Well, of course I'm sure, Chief.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you're giving some good attention to this matter, Chief. That's all I wanted to be sure of. Well, I gotta be running along right now. See ya.
Thank you very much, Chief Bolsonaro. Thank you so very much. I was, very fond of Mr. Corpse. We were, very close friends.
Well, Mr. Arshold, that's exactly what Bill Clinton said about his 50 colleagues, advisors, and citizens who died under suspicious circumstances before they could testify against him and Hillary.
Hey, are you suggesting that I... Hold on a minute, arsehole. Do you figure on stepping into Corpse's job now that he's dead? Well, I hadn't thought about it much, but I guess I am the only one who can handle it right away, but... That's all I wanted to know. You can go now, but you can bet your arsehole I'll be seeing you soon. Goodbye, Chief Bolsonaro. Toodles, Detective Benson.
Oh, good Lord.
Hey, hello? Does anybody remember I am still here?
Well, Miss Petlinger, I certainly haven't forgotten about you, if that's what you're thinking. But I want you to just stay put right here, all right? And keep Benson with you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go see Sam Schlesinger.
Look, Chief, I'm sure between the two of us we'll be able to make Schlesinger talk.
Yeah, he's gonna talk all right, see? Yeah, he's gonna talk, Benson, but just between the one of us, say? And yeah, that means just me, if that's what you're thinking. And it also means you're gonna keep away from his house, see? Far away, see? You got that, Benson?
Yeah, got it, Chief.
Well, goodbye, Chief.
Goodbye, Miss Petlinger.
I think the Chief has a little thing for you, baby.
Yes. That is a disgusting thought.
Theda, you got a dirty little mind, girl.
Yes. Are you not a lucky guy, darling?
I sure am. Hold on a minute, darling.
Do you mean wait an actual minute? Or an idiomatic minute, darling?
Probably an actual minute, baby. I have to make a call.
May I ask who you are calling?
Sure, yeah, I'm calling Sam Schleisinger.
I believe it is pronounced Sam Schlesinger, darling.
Yeah, I know that. I got it. I have to call him and arrange to meet him before Bolsonaro can get to him. And the subject of our conversation will be another man's poison. So, like I told Theda, I needed to make contact with Sam Schlesinger, or whatever the heck his name is, and I need to find him quick, before Chief Bolsonaro took a rubber hose and a pair of pliers to him. The chief seemed sold on Sam as the killer, but I wasn't convinced. I got Sledge Stinker's Sam's number from Officer Smythe and decided to contact him at his home by phone and arrange for a meeting. Theta, what's my password? I forgot it.
It is 1234, darling. Remember? We agreed on that because it would be easy for you to remember.
Oh, that was very smart of me.
That was my idea, darling.
Oh, yeah? Well, turns out you should have picked an easier one. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3,
4.
I got it. Okay, 4. There. It's ringing.
It is supposed to.
Ha ha.
Schlesinger residence?
Yeah, hello. Mr. Smellfinger?
No, sir. I'm Carlson, Mrs. Schlesinger's butler.
Oh, hello, Mr. Carlson. What is your full name, Mr. Carlson?
It's just Carlson, sir.
Oh, can I call you Jess?
Well, you can if you like, sir, but why would you do that, sir?
Well, it's less formal, you know. Most people don't mind being called by their first name.
I don't have a first name, sir. I told you. My name is just Carlson.
Just. I thought you said Jess Carlson.
No, sir. I said just. My name is just Carlson. My parents were poor and couldn't afford a first name for me, sir. So Carlson's my only name, sir.
Really? I didn't know it cost more for extra names.
Neither did I, sir. But that's what my parents told me. It's possible they simply lacked imagination.
My folks must have gotten my first 2 names on some kind of a clearance sale. Salvador Eugene.
Dreadful, sir. At least they didn't lack imagination.
Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, so you're you're a mononymous person, huh? Yeah, my girlfriend told me about you people.
I'm not mononymous, sir. I'm British, and I don't believe I know your girlfriend, sir.
Oh, I'm very sorry, Carlson. What do
So am I, sir. I'm certain she is a lovely young lady, sir.
Carlson, we seem to have gotten a bit off track here. Now, may I speak to Mr. Stressbringer?
It's Schlesinger, sir.
Yeah.
Schlesinger.
Okay.
I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Schlesinger is not home at the moment. Might I help you in some way?
Yeah. I'm Detective Ben Scheimer with the police. Now tell me, Carlson, did you serve the dinner at Mr. Smallstinger's house this evening?
It's Schlesinger, sir.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
I did. Detective, may I ask why?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure it was you. Tell me this: who actually cooked the dinner?
Why, I did, sir. It's another of my duties. Was anything wrong?
I don't know yet. Tell me, did everyone at the table eat the same food?
Oh, yes, sir. And they ate every bit of it, too. Now, sir, if you'll pardon me, Detective, if there's nothing else, this is my night off, and I was just about ready to leave the house when you called.
Just one more thing, Carlson. Do you know where Mr. Shedshiner, your boss, is right now?
Well, I believe so, sir. This is his bowling night, and I believe this evening he's at his favorite bowling facility, the Beach Bowl on Estero Boulevard. He might still be there now.
Well, thank you very much, Carlson. I know the place very well. My girlfriend loves bowling there. I drop her off 2 times a week. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Veda, I'm in luck.
In luck?
Yes, Veda. Mr. Smashfinger has...
Schlesinger, darling.
Yes, him, yeah, or he has gone bowling, and the chance to see him alone is right down my alley. Well, I dropped Fate off at our house, and I drove directly to the Beach Bowl to see if Sam Schredensheimer was still there. I wanted to get a hold of him before Bolsonaro got a hold of him. I got to the Beach Bowl and was about to enter when I saw Schlesinger Sam, okay? As he approached the cashier from the lanes, I slipped inside and I sat at the lanes nearest the door, and I watched as Sam checked out.
How'd your games go tonight, Mr. Schlesinger, sir?
Very good, Joe. For an old guy with a touch of arthritis in the hands, I had a 165 average for 7 games.
Wow, that's not bad. Not bad at all.
Thanks, Joe. You know, you sound a whole lot like Louis Armstrong.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston come in here 2 nights a week. She says I sound a lot like Louis Armstrong, too, but completely different, whatever that means. Well, I'll be seeing you the same time next week, Mr. Schlesinger.
Yes, you sure will, Joe. Good night.
After Sam checked out, I followed him out into the parking lot, and I caught up with him before he got into his car. Mr. Schitzlinger.
It's Schlesinger.
Oh, sorry. Of course, Mr. Schlepshiner.
It's Schlesinger.
How the heck do you keep that straight? It rhymes with so darn many things. Well, sir, look, I'd like to have a word with you.
Who the hell are you? I ain't joining no church if that's what you want.
No, that's not what I want. Look, my name's Benson, Brick Benson. That name mean anything to you?
Yes, it's a very unusual name. I've never heard of anyone named Benson, Brick Benson before. It's very strange. Weird, in fact. But what do I know? My butler only has one name. Now, if you'll pardon me, Mr. Brick Benson, I'm gonna...
I mean, my name is... What the heck is it with people in my name? Mr. Slashfingers...
Schlesinger.
Yeah, whatever. Look, my name is Brick Benson, not Benson Brick Benson. Now, does that name mean anything to you?
Yeah, sounding more familiar.
Detective Brick Benson, the...
Oh, yes, the ass detective.
It's the ace detective.
I know. Now we're even on the names. Hey, you're Jennifer Anderson's boyfriend, ain't you?
I'm not Jennifer... Oh, fig pluckers. Yeah, that's me.
So are you looking for me?
Well, that's pretty apparent, isn't it? I just said I'd like to have a word with you.
Oh, yes, I should have picked up on that.
Yeah, you'd think, Mr. Slaps... Hey, do you mind if I just call you Sam?
Yeah, please do, or we'll never get through this scene.
Oh, thanks a lot. So, Sam, did you know that Ted Corpse was murdered tonight?
No, I didn't know that. How'd that happen?
You don't seem very upset.
Well, Corpse told me once that he was dying to get into the funeral business. Looks like he did it. Who am I to mourn his success?
Your sense of humor is a little beyond my depth, Sam, but murder isn't. By the way, Corpse had dinner with you at your house earlier this evening, is that correct?
Yes, that's right, he did. So did Chief Balzanari of the police, Mr. Bendover, and Harry Arsehole, Corpse's personal secretary. Were they all poisoned too?
Sam, I never said that Ted Corpse was poisoned.
No, you didn't, but you mentioned it was murdered and brought up the fact that he had dinner at my house. It's rather obvious conclusion, don't you think?
Well, maybe it wasn't an obvious conclusion. Maybe it was a definite knowledge of the crime. Look, Sam, you're in a spot here. Corpse was preparing to expose you publicly at the forum. Did you know that?
No, I didn't, but it's possible. My business is a little out of the ordinary. Many people would like to do me and my reputation harm.
And just what is your business, Sam?
And just what business is that of yours?
Well, actually, it's none of my business. But the police are after you right now, and if you're innocent, it's just possible that I might be able to help you.
Hey, you don't think I poisoned Corpse, do you?
No, I think you're too smart to do that.
Thank you. Now I have to
But wait a minute. Now that I get to thinking about it, this had to be a pretty smart stunt.
Stunt? What are you talking about?
Well, 4 men who were part of the televised forum tonight had dinner with you at your home just before the broadcast. At the broadcast, those 4 men drank from the same water pitcher. The water was poisoned, but only 1 man died. Now, that's a pretty good trick, don't you think?
Yes, it is. Can you tell me how it was done, Detective Benson?
Well, I thought maybe you could tell me.
How the hell would I know anything? I wasn't at the forum.
Sam, first of all, did all 4 of those men eat the same food at that dinner?
Identical, yeah. We had cream soup, roast beef, boiled potatoes,
some lima beans, and chocolate mousse for dessert, and coffee. Corpse didn't have any coffee. Is that important?
You know it's not. Who prepared the dinner tonight, Sam?
Carlson, my butler, prepared the dinner. He's a very good cook.
Yes, I talked to Carlson on the phone earlier and confirmed that he prepared the dinner. I understand he has the night off. Will he be home later?
I think so. He has an apartment over the garage. He's usually home by midnight on his night off.
I think I'll go back to see him. Maybe your butler will open the door to the solution of this case.
Okay.
Cuthbert Tweezle works hard and long at his job.
Okay.
As a duck call tester.
Okay.
Yes, for hours on end. Duck call after duck call undergoes Cuthbert's careful scrutiny.
Okay.
Being a duck call tester is occasionally interesting.
Ooh, defective.
But most of the time it's as pathetically dull as it sounds.
Okay.
So, one day this week, in a rare display of spontaneity, Cuthbert Tweezle escaped. To Las Vegas! Las Vegas! You can be there tomorrow! There are flights every nanosecond practically. Las Vegas! It's amazing, it's exciting, it's glamorous as heck, and way more fun than working. Hey, why not? Call your travel agent and get your... to Las Vegas.
Okay.
A mental health tip from the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority.
Well, after my little chat with Sam, I headed back home to pick Fada up. We headed off to find Sam's butler, Carlson. I was hoping he'd be able to shed some light on the mysterious poisoning death of Ted Corpse.
Brick darling, this is my idea of doing something completely nuts.
How can you say that, baby?
Oh, it's very easy. Listen, I'll show you. Brick darling, this is my idea of doing something completely nuts. See? Very easy.
Oh, very funny. You're a real Weisenheimer, kiddo. Fada, look, we're on the trail of a killer, and we're heading to what may turn out to be the killer's quarters, right there in yonder garage.
Well, suppose we find the butler. Then what?
Well, then we have to... Shh.
What?
Listen.
What is the matter?
Someone's following us. Get in these bushes.
Well, alright. But I don't hear any.
Yes, I hear footsteps.
I want you to wait right here, baby, and keep out of this. I'll handle this.
Brick?
Baby, I guess I should have said wait here and keep out of this silently. Now be quiet. I'm gonna grab whoever that is. And baby, you know when I grab somebody, they stay grabbed. Earlier, while Fada and I were watching a local television public forum, the speaker, Ted Corpse, fell dead in the television studio just as he was about to make accusations against a Mr. Sam Schlesinger, a powerful political lobbyist. Sam Schlesinger, Harry Arzal, Schlesinger's personal secretary, and Ben Dover, a civic board member, are all under suspicion of murdering Corpse. Police Chief Accursio Balzaneri had attended a dinner earlier in the evening at Schlesinger's home with the suspects and was also scheduled speaker at the forum. A post-mortem test of Corpse's blood showed that he'd been poisoned. A search was made for a man named Carlson, Sam Schlesinger's butler. Carlson had cooked and served the dinner at Schlesinger's house. As Fada and I neared Carlson's garage apartment, we realized that we were being followed, and I jumped on the men. I gotcha!
Get off me! Take that! Get off of me!
Well, friend, that ought to hold you a while. How do you like your face getting a massage like that?
Did you get him, Brick?
Got him. And someone wanted exercise. Give me the flashlight, Fada, so I can see what I have here. And what kind of a head I'll have hanging in our trophy room tonight.
Benson, you idiot! Get off of me!
Uh-oh.
Oh, good gracious. It is Chief Balsanari.
Damn right it is.
Benson, you maniac, let me up!
Oh, good gracious. Chief Bolsonaro. Oh, Brick.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chief. I didn't know it was you. Here, let me help you up.
Get your hands off me, Benson. What's a big idea of jumping on me?
Chief, I didn't know it was you. What was the idea of following us?
Well, I didn't know it was you either. I just saw 2 figures.
One of the figures was mine. The good one.
Peter, you're not helping.
Well, it is true.
Cut it out, the both of you. Now, what are you 2 up to, Benson? I told you to stay out of this.
Who? Us?
No, the rabbit under your hat.
Brick, darling, do you have a rabbit under your hat?
What? No, of course I don't have a rabbit under my hat. Look, we're just out for a stroll, Chief. Right, Fada?
If you say so.
Yeah, I know what you're up to. Me too. Only I took my stroll first. I got to this garage 20 minutes ago. Nobody answered the door at Schlesinger's house, so I thought I'd try here.
Was there anybody in the garage, Chief?
Nobody to speak of. Just a dead body.
I think that would be nobody to speak to.
Fada.
Well, I am just saying. Was it Carlson the butler?
Yeah, he was kind of knifed in the back. I'd give a lot to know why.
Well, I could tell you.
Well, I don't want to know that bad. Come on, let's get into Schlesinger's house and wait for him to come home.
I saw him leaving the bowling alley earlier. He should have been home by now.
Well, I tried the doors, but nobody answered.
Well, all good policemen have skeleton keys, don't they, Chief?
Yeah, I got something better. I have you. Can you open that back door, Benson?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But based on past performances, the odds are in my favor, I'd say.
Yeah, I bet they are. Well, there it is. Go to work at it.
Well, okay, Chief, but this is awfully illegal, you know.
Yeah, but murder's a little bit more illegal, last I heard anyway. Well, how's it going, Benson? We ain't got all dead blamed night, if that's what you're thinking.
No, I'm thinking this is a piece of cake. There, the door's unlocked.
Yeah? Well, what are you waiting for? An Academy Award? Open it up.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh. Gas, Benson. I smell gas.
Does it smell like vanilla cookies?
No, it stinks like propane.
Then it was not me.
Fada, stay back out of the way. There's a chance of an explosion from the gas. Chief, put your handkerchief over your nose and come on.
Okay, I'm with you.
Chief, quick, break that window.
Yeah, well, put your light on the damn thing so I can see what I'm doing.
Right over here, Chief. Hey, look. There's a body on the floor over there. It's Sam Schlitzlinger.
Sam who?
Sorry, I mean Sam Swisswinger, or whatever it is. Schlitzlinger just fits better.
Oh, yeah, kinda does, doesn't it? Just like old hairy asshole. Well, that makes the third one. First Corpse, then Carlson the butler, now Schlitzlinger himself. I figure he must have killed the first 2 and then committed suicide. Well, that wraps this case up.
Yeah, maybe, Chief. Hey, Chief, come over here quick.
Now what is it, Sherlock?
Oh, nothing. Nothing that you'd be interested in, except that, Mr. Schlitzlinger...
Come on, Benson, it's Schlesinger.
I know. It just keeps coming out that way, Chief. He isn't dead. Look, looks like we broke in here just in time.
What? What do you mean he isn't dead?
That would mean he is alive, Chief. Or possibly laying down in a manner in which someone would presume he is dead.
Is she always like this, Benson?
Yeah, pretty much. But she is right. He's not dead, and in this case, it means the exact opposite of he's dead, Chief.
Well, up, you 2. He's got to be dead. This room is loaded with gas from the kitchen range.
Well, it's not too loaded. Whoever did this might have wanted it to look like a suicide, but forgot to stuff the cracks into the doors, and enough air got in to keep him alive, and we broke in just in time to save Schleppschwapper. What is it?
Schlitzlinger. Damn, now you got me doing it.
Frick, Chief. Look at this bump on the back of Schlitzlinger's head.
Freda, it's Schlesinger.
I know, but I like Schlitzlinger much better.
He must have got that bump on his head when the gas hit him and he fell off that chair.
Or he could have gotten it when somebody hit him on the head and turned on the gas and left him here to die.
That's what you think, and I don't care what you think if that's what you think I'm thinking. 'Cause it's clear as crystal to me. Now open and shut, all right? As soon as he comes to, I'm taking him to headquarters and booking him for murder.
Well, go ahead, but get an apology ready. You're gonna need it when it turns out that Schlesinger is innocent. Hey, I said it right.
Coming soon from LCZ Productions. The Many Loves of Don Diego. The Romantic Spaniard. Follow Don Diego as he traverses Lee County, Florida in his relentless pursuit of love. The following preview is rated R. It contains some adult material. Parents are urged to learn more about the show before allowing their young children, or daughters below the age of 18 to listen.
My darling, this is my pledge to you. That I will always love you, and I will always be there for you. I will never depart from you. I will be at your side at all times. There is nothing that can come between us. I will love you, cherish you, and you will be my first thought in the morning. My last thought at night. Yes, I will always place you at the forefront of my life. Except for tonight. I have to go bowling with Rico and Emmanuel, you know. It is our regular league night, and there will be midnight bowling with bowling known as pins, you know. But all other times, I am there for you. To hold you, caress you, and make the mad, passionate love with you. But, oh, I forgot. Tomorrow I have to play golf with Antonio and Diego. I promised them last week, you know. And then in the afternoon I will rush to your side, take you into my arms and kiss you, and I will look into your eyes and no, tomorrow afternoon is no good. It is the big soccer game playoff, you know. But when it is over, I will for certain get Enrique to bring me here to kiss you before we must rush off to the motocross track to watch Angelo in the finals, you know. But Monday, oh, when Monday comes, I will be there for you every moment. But, oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, my love. Monday is billiards night, for which I have pledged my attendance. But Tuesday is for you, all for you. Wait a minute, what date is Tuesday? Oh, curses. Tuesday is out. I have to change the oil in my motorcycle, but Wednesday, but Wednesday, my love, I am for you. I will be there for you. You will be mine. I will take you into my arms. I will hold you. I will kiss you. You are my everything.
Want me to drive? Where are we going?
Just keep driving, baby. It doesn't matter where we go as long as I have the time to think.
Do you have time to think out loud? We are a team, you know.
Sure we are. The best. I'm sorry, baby. Feda, do you think darn that name.
It's okay, darling. It's just you and me, so let's just go with Schlitzlinger.
Let's just do Sam, and we don't want to lose our family-friendly rating.
We probably lost that somewhere around the second episode.
Yeah, probably. Anywho, do you think Sam would be clever enough to fake an attack on himself, hoping to throw us off the track?
What could he hope to gain, darling?
Well, he could hope to throw suspicion on somebody else.
You mean someone like Bendover? The member of the city finance board?
Yeah, or Harry Arzo, Corpus's secretary.
How about Chief Bolsonaro?
Bolsonaro's a horse's patoot, but I can't figure a motive for him.
A horse's patoot? That is funny. So if it was Sam Schitzlinger, he figured you'd break in time to save him and we would be off on a wild goose chase. Wild goose chase is an idiom for...
I know the idiom, baby, but that strategy would be very risky. Another thing that bothers me is Corpse's poisoning. Bolsonaro told us that the crime scene lab found poison in the water that everybody on the forum drank. Yet it affected only Corpse. Now how can that be?
Well, I do not know. Would finding a motive help you, Brick?
No, not in this case, Veda. Everybody but Bolsonaro had a motive.
Is it not always that way in mystery stories, darling?
Invariably, but the mystery stories generally wind up with a solution. I'd like to know what this one is.
You will find it, darling. I know you will. You always do. You are, after all, Brick Benson, the ace detective.
Hey, that line could be right out of some mystery story.
Maybe somebody will write a mystery story about you. And me, of course.
If they did, they'd make $1 million. Well, let's get to work, partners. Suppose you drive me to Richard Waters' house. And as the old dog said when he went flea hunting, we're gonna start from scratch. A short time later, Fada and I arrived at the home of Ben Dover, a member of the City Finance Board. When we arrived, we found 2 cars in the driveway and the front door of the house standing slightly ajar. We could hear the voices of 2 men inside engaged in an unfriendly conversation. We listened in for a moment when suddenly the unfriendly conversation turned into violence. Hold on a minute, Fada. Let's see what they have to say.
Okay. Good idea, darling. Would that be an actual minute, or...
Metaphorical. Let's get a little closer. I can't hear. If there's
Okay.
anything else further I'd like to say to you, asshole.
It's Arso, not asshole.
Says you. And I'm certainly nothing further I care to hear from you. Now get the hell out of my house.
Not so fast, Dover. I happen to be very fond of Mr. Corpse.
Well, that's very admirable of you, asshole. Have a good day. Now get the hell out of my house.
Dover, you had the opportunity to poison that drinking water at the television studio tonight, and reason enough to want Mr. Corpse dead.
So did you, for that matter.
You're crazy, Dover. What possible reason would I have?
Well, to get Corpse's job, of course. And lo and behold, looky here. You got it now, and maybe you better leave before I start putting 2 and 2 together and go have a little chat with Chief Bolsonaro or that ace detective guy and his girlfriend Jennifer Aniston.
Is she really Jennifer Aniston? Oh, I thought she looked familiar.
I don't know. Everybody says she is, but she's going by a different name now because she's dating that detective guy, and it hurts her reputation worse than when she dated Jon Stewart.
What? Oh my goodness. She dated Jon Stewart?
Brick, darling.
Oh,
I do
yuck.
not believe Jennifer Aniston actually dated Jon Stewart.
Shh, be quiet. Why in the world would she... Hey, don't try to change the subject, Dover. Are you accusing me of killing Mr. Corpse, the man who gave me the only chance I ever had, and let me borrow his Judy Garland and his Barbara Streisand albums anytime I wanted? Why, I could kill you for that. First, I'm gonna spit you in the eye.
Ow! Slimy little squirrely guy.
Good morning. We gotta stop this. Stop it, asshole. Take your hands off him. Take your hands off him.
It's arsehole, not asshole.
Sorry. I'm having trouble with names that sound close to curse words tonight.
What do you want here, Detective Benson?
Well, I want Dover alive, for one thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have this squirrely little jerk arrested, Benson.
Oh, gee.
He poked me in the eye like some little girly man, and he choked me. He tried to kill me just now, and he damn near put my eye out with his little girly finger.
Oh, boo-hoo, you're such a baby.
Yeah, I noticed that. I saw it, and it gave me an idea. And all I have to do is put my idea into execution. And the both of you had better hope it's not your execution that I'm talking about. Meanwhile, at police headquarters, Chief Balzanari is about to give Sam Schlesinger, or whatever his name is, the 3rd degree.
Chief, what's going on here? What's the big idea dragging me in here like this? Quit your whining, Schlesinger, and sit down. Hey, not so rough. Hey, what's with the lights?
Gee. Are the lights hurting your eyes, Schlesinger? Well, boo-hoo.
That's just too damn bad. Well, this ain't some grade school principal's office where you're gonna get a smack on your hand and get a note sent home to your mama with a frowny face sticker on it, if that's what you're thinking. It's a detective interrogation room, and I'm the head dick around here. So go on and talk before I turn the heat up. There isn't anything I can tell you more than what I've already told you. I know nothing about how Mr. Corpse or my butler Carlson were killed. And I don't know who tried to kill me and make it look like I committed suicide. Schlesinger, I'm gonna... damn phone. I'm gonna... confess, Schlesinger, and I'll put in a good... put in a good word with the state attorney. Damn. For the love of Pete. Hold on, Schlesinger. Maybe you'll just get life and not death. Hello? Yeah? What is it? Oh, Benson, wonderful. Now that's pretty much pushed a cherry on the top of my day. What? Well, I'm right in the middle of extracting a confession from Sam Schlesinger and... What? What do you want? You want me to do what? Are you kidding me? Well, of course I won't. Yeah, of course I won't. Yeah, sure, I want to solve this case, and I'm right in the middle of getting... What? And you think that's the way to do it, huh? Oh, okay. What can I lose except a couple of hours and my career? This better work, Benson, or I'm gonna run you out of Florida. Yeah, right away. Yeah, I'm doing it, okay? Yeah, 8 o'clock tonight is just fine, yeah. This better not be a waste of my time. Bye. Well, Schlesinger.
Yeah?
Guess what?
What?
You're gonna have another dinner party at your home again tonight. And then afterwards, the 3 remaining members of the forum panel are going to the television studio, just like we did last night. Only you'll be with us this time.
This is ridiculous, Chief. What's the reason for all this?
Well, it's Benson's bright idea, Schlesinger. He says we're gonna make the murderer show his hand so that we can look at his face. You just cool your heels here for a little while I make a few arrangements.
I threw together my little plan to uncover the murderer of Ted Corpse rather hastily, but I figured it would have a good chance of success. Well, maybe good was a bit optimistic way to describe it. Closer to 40% may have been more realistic. My plan required the help from Chief Balzanari, and I was a little surprised that he went along with the plan because it was a bit unorthodox and rather risky. When Fana and I arrived at the TV studio, all the chess players had showed up on my chessboard at 8 o'clock p.m. Before entering the studio, Chief Balzanari and I went over the plan one last time, and my little fishing expedition was on. I was just hoping that the big fish would be right. Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. Now, as you know, Chief Balzanari and I have arranged a little reenactment of yesterday's events surrounding the murder of Mr. Ted Corpse. Now, After having the exact same dinner that was served last night, we've all returned to the television studio to reenact the final moments leading up to Ted Corpse's murder. The only difference tonight is that Mr. Sam here has joined our group.
Well, this farce is a little late in getting started, isn't it? You all have other things to do, Detective Benson.
Now, this is ridiculous, Benson.
Well, maybe it is late in getting started, Mr. Dover, but I think you'll see that it isn't ridiculous. Mr. Sam, hopefully the ending will be well worth it.
Come on, Benson. Let's just get show on the road. We're all waiting with bated breath.
Almost, Chief. First, a roll call. Chief Balzanari.
Present and accounted for. Now what should I do? Take a bow?
Not until this case is solved, Chief. Next, Harry Arsehole, personal secretary to the late Ted Corpse.
Present, right here. And what's this all about, Detective Benson?
You'll see, Mr. Arsehole. Be patient. Mr. Ben Dover, member of the City Finance Council.
I'm right here, Detective Benson. Do I get a good attendance pin or something?
Sorry, Mr. Dover. Our budget doesn't allow for that. But there might be a few get-out-of-jail-free cards. Next, Mr. Sam Slider.
It's Schlesinger, jeez, oh, Pete.
Yes, and Sam there, holding no office but packing a lot of weight.
Yeah, let's get on with it.
And last but certainly not least, yours truly, Detective Brick Benson, ace detective.
Yeah, Whoopi.
I'll be filling in for the dearly departed Mr. Ted Corpse. Now, it's very hot in the studio under these lights, just like it was last night. Gentlemen, we have right here this nice pitcher of ice water, so we'll all be able to have a drink. But first, I'm going to improve the taste a little. May I please have the small bottle I asked you for, Chief?
Yeah, here you are. Now, let's get on with this thing, Benson. This ain't my idea of entertainment, if that's what you're thinking.
I'm not thinking that, I assure you, Chief. We're almost done. Gentlemen, there's poison in this little bottle. It's the same poison the lab boys found in the water that killed Mr. Corpse last night. Now, I'm going to pour it into the water. And now, I'm going to drink a glass of water from the pitcher. There. Now, here's a glass of water for you, Dover. One for you, Mr. Sam. And one for you, Mr. Arsehole. And lastly, for you, Chief.
Yeah, great. Are you crazy? He's crazy. We can't drink poison water. Why isn't even sparkling mineral water? What kind of crazy dog and pony show is this, Benson? Do you really expect us to drink poison water?
Why, yes. In fact, I do, Mr. Shoeshine.
It's Schlesinger, for heaven's sake, Schlesinger.
Yes, darn it. Sorry. Sam, now go on. Drink it, Mr. Arsehole, with everyone else. Everyone drinks at the same time, you hear? Again, on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
No, I won't do it. It's murder, I tell you. It'll kill us all. He's gone crazy, I tell you.
Well, I just drank it, Mr. Dover. Remember?
Yeah, sure, you drank it. But you took the antidote at dinner. You put it in the coffee. You drank the coffee. You didn't serve coffee to any other rest of us. He's crazy, I tell you. He's trying to murder us all. Go ahead. You see. I'm getting out of here. I won't drink that water.
Somebody grab Dover. He's a murderer.
I got him, Brick darling.
Holy shit, Pepperger. I've never seen anything like that before. Why, you tossed him like a bag of Cheetos Puffs, and I've seen a lot of shit in my time. Officer Smythe, take him down to the station and book him for murder. Oh my goodness, how did she do that? Why, she's just like Wonder Woman.
She must do steroids. No steroids. Well, she does do Pilates 3 times a week.
Brick insisted that I take kung fu lessons. But I just watched Enter the Dragon on Netflix and I got the gist of it.
Yeah. She's a visual learner. Well, Chief, you can take that bow now. The case is closed. My little plan came together just fine.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but your harebrained plan panned out.
Why, Chief, is that a compliment?
What? No, it ain't a compliment. I said it was a harebrained plan.
But
what?
But it worked.
But it might not have worked because of the harebrained plan.
Did you have a plan?
Yeah, I planned to get Schlesinger to confess.
But he didn't commit the murder.
Where I come from, a confession is a confession.
Well, that sounds like a harebrained plan to me.
It's not a harebrained plan. It's old school law enforcement.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It is.
It is too.
Not.
Sure is.
It's not, I tell you.
I got you to say it's not old school law enforcement.
But no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Didn't.
He definitely did.
Hi there, friends and neighbors. Friendly Frank Fickdickle here, entrepreneur extraordinaire and spokesperson for the Har Realty and Construction Company of Fort Myers, Florida. Friends, Har Construction is the #1 family-operated real estate and home construction company in the Fort Myers and Naples area. They've been doing business since 1975. They are also the largest home building company in Southwest Florida. They've been outbuilding all other companies by 2 to 1. That means that in your very own neighborhood, chances are that every other house is a Har house, and because they own over 22,000 acres of vacant lots in the Fort Myers-Naples area, they have been providing the community with beautiful, inexpensive Har lots for over 34 years. When you purchase a quality Har lot, the Hars will clean and manicure it and even throw in a pesticide treatment. So, if you are interested in a clean Har lot and or investing in a Har house, call them Hars at 1-800-HAR-LOT and talk to them. And because they are a family-operated business, you are guaranteed to talk to Grandma Martha, Sister Betty Jean, or Aunt Betty Lou. No automated calls there. You will speak directly to a friendly, professional Har who can satisfy your needs. Like Grandma Har says, when you need a Har, here we are. Yes, sirree, friends and neighbors, it is their goal to make sure that everyone who wants one can have their very own Har house, especially designed for their hand-picked Har lot. You can also take advantage of the current economic crisis. Har Realty and Construction has several foreclosed Har houses and 300 foreclosed Har lots just waiting to be picked up cheap. Your children will be able to boast, I grew up in a Har house.
Later that evening, well, I should say early in the morning, seeing we got back home at 1:20 a.m., Beta and I and little Doodle Dog cuddled up on the couch with a couple of cold Fanta Diet Colas, a nice woodwick walnut and maple candle burning, and some soft romantic saxophone music by David Renza from BethleemStudios.com playing in the background. How's that for product placement? Anywho, we were discussing the evening's adventure, another case solved by yours truly. Of course, Chief Bolsonaro did take his bows and claim credit for the arrest, and of course gave no credit to Ace Detective's private investigations. But everyone knows the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Well, darling, I am listening. Little Doodle Dog is listening too.
And I, my loved ones, am gloating. Where shall I begin?
Begin with the reason why Dover killed Ted Corpse. And what happens now to Sam Schlesinger, the sleazy political lobbyist.
Well, Bolsonaro's investigating all of Sledfinger's...
Schlesinger's.
Yeah, Schlesinger.
Oh, good heavens. Schlesinger's.
Yes, darn. That guy, yes. Look, the chief's looking at that guy's dealings with Ben Dover. Now, I'm certain indictments are forthcoming for a number of charges, and as for the reason Dover killed Corpse, Carlson the butler, and attempted to kill Schlesinger...
Schlesinger.
Yes, that guy. From now on, tell you what, you just say the name when I point at you, okay?
Okay.
Good. Okay, now, as to why he killed the others, well, that's simple. Corpse was going to accuse
Schlesinger
of corruption and fraud, so
Schlesinger
had to have a partner in the city job. That partner was Dover. So if Corpse named Theta?
Huh?
I just pointed at you.
Oh. Sorry, darling. I was calculating pi to 400 digits. Point again. Schlesinger.
Thanks. Yeah, that guy would pass the buck to Dover. Catch on?
Yes. I do catch on very quickly, darling. Remember, I have a mind that is a computer?
Wow, that pointing maneuver worked really good. Wish I'd thought of that earlier.
Oh. And I know why Carlson the butler was killed too. Dover bribed Carlson to get him to put the antidote in the coffee he served at the dinner. Later, Dover killed Carlson to keep him from talking. This time this is one of those murder mysteries where the butler did not do it.
Nice going, baby. Dover knew Corpse did not drink coffee, he only drank milk. So he had Carlson put the antidote in the coffee. And at the reenactment, Dover believed I put the antidote in my coffee before I drank the water at the TV station. He then panicked and spilled the beans on himself and then ran. That gave him away. Unfortunately for him, he ran directly into you.
It was funny when you told them I could do that to Dover because I take Pilates 3 times a week.
Yeah, Tony told me the chief told him tonight that he's going to require all officers to attend Pilates classes now as part of their continuing police training program. He thinks Pilates is a martial art.
Anyway, Dover knocked Schlesinger out and tried to kill him with gas at his house. He tried to make it look like a suicide so that Schlesinger would be suspected and that would put an end to the investigation. How am I doing, darling?
Oh, you're doing great, sweetheart. You're great in every way.
Of course I am. But I still don't replace a horse, huh? Well, I think you were wonderful too, except for taking a chance on drinking that water you had poisoned.
Oh, don't be silly. I didn't put any poison in that water. I wouldn't do something as reckless as that.
What?
It was just more water I added. That's all. Pretty tricky, huh?
Yes, darling. You are very tricky. And right now I am thirsty. So, I will pour myself a little water.
I do all the talking and you get thirsty. Is that what we would call a close friendship?
Wait a minute, darling. My throat is very dry. I'll answer that when I am through drinking.
Okay.
Ah. Now, what was it you?
So anyway,
oh.
What's the matter?
Brick.
What?
Brick. Oh, Brick, my throat.
What?
Oh, my throat.
What's the matter?
Brick. I'm falling.
It's all right, baby. I'm holding you. What is it? What's the matter?
Well, with you holding me, nothing is the matter. I am a little tricky too, darling. Am I not?
Yeah. You got me. Yeah, you're tricky. But I'm trickier than you.
Oh, no, you are not. I'm much trickier than you.
Hey, I'm known far and wide for my trickiness.
Well, I am known farther and wider for my trickiness.
I am known as the master of trickiness.
I am known as the queen of trickiness.
I am the king of trickiness.
That's nothing. I am known as the trickiest person in the whole solar system.
Well, I'm the trickiest in the galaxy.
I am the trickiest person in the universe.
That's pretty tricky.
Coming soon from LCZ Productions. The Many Loves of Don Diego. The Romantic Spaniard. Follow Don Diego as he traverses Lee County, Florida in his relentless pursuit of love. The following preview is rated R. It contains some adult material. Parents are urged to learn more about the show before allowing their young children, or daughters below the age of 18 to listen.
My darling, this is my pledge to you. That I will always love you, and I will always be there for you. I will never depart from you. I will be
be at your side at all times. There is nothing that can come between us. I will love you, cherish you, and you will be my first thought in the morning, and my last thought at night. Yes, I will always place you at the forefront of my life. Except for tonight. I have to go bowling with Rico and Emmanuel, you know. It is our regular league night, and there will be midnight bowling with bowling bonus pins, you know. But all other times, I am there for you. To hold you, caress you, and to make the mad, passionate love with you. But, oh, I forgot. Tomorrow I have to play golf with Antonio and Diego. I promised them last week, you know. And then in the afternoon, I will rush to your side. I'll take you into my arms and kiss you. And I will look into your eyes and no, tomorrow afternoon is no good. It is the big soccer game playoff, you know. But when it is over, I will for certain get Enrique to bring me here to kiss you before we must rush off to the motocross track to watch Angelo in the finals, you know. But Monday, oh, when Monday comes, I will be there for you every moment. But, oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, my love. Monday is billiards night, for which I have pledged my attendance. But Tuesday is for you, all for you. Wait a minute, what date is Tuesday? Oh, curses. Tuesday is out. I have to change the oil in my motorcycle, but Wednesday... Ah, but Wednesday, my love, I am for you. I will be there for you. You will be mine. I will take you into my arms. I will hold you. I will kiss you. You are my everything. Oh, wait a minute. I just look in my PDA here. Wednesday is poker night. I can't miss that.